Hello class 7. We have almost reached at the end of the second unit history syllabus. As you know, we were doing the chapter feudalism. Today I am going to tell you about the feudal castles, the feudal society, and about the position and the life of peasants and serfs, as well as the peasant revolt against the feudal lords. Now, first we are going to learn about the feudal castles. The feudal castles were built for the protection and security of the lords and their family members. They were built on a hilltop and were surrounded by a wide ditch of water, and they were joined to the land apart with the help of a drawbridge. And the feudal lords had the big and influential feudal lords had mailed horsemen. They were trained in warfare to defend the castles during barbarian invasions. They were actually the warriors that were trained, and they were on horseback. They used to fight and they used to defend the feudal castles and the people during the barbarian invasions. And feudal castles were the symbol of power and wealth of the feudal lords. They served as the safe shelters during the wars. Next, we move on to the manor and manorial life. Manors, what were the manors? The manors were the large landed village farm that controlled the agricultural activities. They were built in a planned manner and they had manor house in the center for the lord and his manager to live in, and it had a vegetable garden, orchards, that means the fruit garden, fruit trees, peasant strips, that means the peasants, where the peasants used to live, and the farmland where the peasants used to cultivate the land for the lords, forest, marshlands, etc., etc. And they were self-sufficient. They had the manor, they produced all necessary goods except for the salt and iron. And there was no buying or selling of anything except for salt and iron. So trade and commerce during the feudal system came to an end, and it was only agriculture. And serfs, the feudal society, that manorial society rather, that was divided into two classes. The first class, they had the feudal lords and the other noble people and aristocrats, and the second class was consisted of the peasants as well as the serfs. Peasants were again divided: free peasants and the bonded peasants. They were also known as the serfs. And serfs actually were the class of peasants. They were bound to land and lived a life of extreme hardship. They did not have any kind of freedom. They were supposed to work as hard as and at any hour of the day, and there was no actually no limit of time for their work. Whenever the lord wished, they had to come up and work for the lord. And because of these exploitations, extreme exploitations, the peasants and the serfs revolted everywhere in Europe against the feudal lords. Students, let us have the question answers from this part of the lesson. First, the short questions. Give a brief account of division of classes in manorial society. Answer. The people of manor were divided into two major classes. Number A, the feudal lords, and number B, peasants and serfs. The peasants were further divided into two categories. Number A, free peasants, and number B, serfs. Third point, the feudal lords led a luxurious and wealthy life, whereas the peasantry lived a life of hard labor. Second question, who were mailed horsemen? Answer, the big and influential feudal lords had the mailed horsemen trained in warfare for the defense and protection of the feudal castles during barbarian invasions. Next question, who were the Lollards? Answer, a group of poor priests in England who supported peasants' revolt and preached equality in the eyes of God were known as Lollards. Next question, who were serfs? Serfs were the peasants who were bound to the land. They led life of extreme hard labor, lived in dire poverty, had to pay various taxes and performed obligatory services to their lords. Next question, what were corvée and tithe? Answer, the peasants had to perform unpaid or forced labor to their masters and their estates. This work of peasants in the lord's estate was called corvée. Now, corvée was the forced labor. Actually, they were not paid for the corvée, for this work. Next part. The peasants also had to fulfill heavy duties towards the church, giving 1/10 of their harvest and young cattle. This was known as tithe. Now, tithe was the tax or the service that was given to the church. Last short question, who were jacks? The peasants in France were mocked by the feudal lords as jacks. They revolted against their masters in 1356 AD under the leadership of Ghulam Khalid. One long question from this part. Write briefly the manors and manorial system. Answer, point number 1. The agricultural activities were controlled by the village farm known as the manor. The manor was the large landed estate of the feudal lord. Next point. The center of the estate was the manor house where the lord and his manager with their families lived. The manor house also consisted of storehouse, cattle sheds, poultry yard, etc. It was surrounded by vegetable garden and orchard, as well as the villages where peasants and serfs lived and cultivated land. Next point, manors were self-sufficient and produced almost all basic needs of life. There was hardly any need for buying anything except for salt and iron. And the last point, the goods and food were produced for consumption only and not for sale. So, these are the questions. One long question I am giving you as the homework, and that is, briefly discuss the life of the serfs. I am repeating, briefly discuss the lives of serfs.